This was my hilarious moment. So basically, Caitlin gets the ball to Angel. Angel gets swatted. Ball goes out of play. Ref gives the ball to Senegal for some reason. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. The two of them. You can see Caitlin there as well. The two of them are complaining to the ref, like in unison. They were in sync. They were in sync complaining to the refs. Like Caitlin Clark complaining to the ref that Angel was fouled. Yeah, like that is a big thing. And then there are other things. There is the viral high five and this.
4 months, the internet treated Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese like they were fated to spend their basketball careers glaring at each other from opposite ends of the court. Two rivals in a sports movie that conveniently skipped the reconciliation scene.
We got the GOAT back. Caitlin Clark is back, baby. Back like she never left. Tell me y'all saw that first three-pointer. It hit a little more rim than usual, but it went in. Caitlin Clark put on an absolute show off the bench. Off the bench for Team US.
For the past 2 years, the internet painted Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese as fierce basketball foes, turning every matchup into the climax of an imagined rivalry movie. Fans took sides, debates erupted, and the thought of them ever sharing the court in harmony seemed impossible. Yet now, the supposed rivals are passing, celebrating, and even disputing calls with referees together, moving like seasoned teammates. So, what shifted between them? Could we be witnessing the rise of basketball's most surprising duo?
Caitlin Clark finally back on the basketball court, and it lived up to the anticipation. I mean, you immediately see it as soon as she checks into the game. She's the best point guard in the world, right? And she has vision and an ability to play make unlike anyone the women's game has ever seen before. And I've always put up her vision with anyone I've ever seen, male or female. Now in this game, Caitlin Clark comes off the bench for Team USA, which I have no problem.
Fans debated, pundits yelled, and social media erupted, as it always does when it smells a rivalry. The story grew so loud that everyone started to believe these two could never share a jersey without the locker room turning into a full-blown reality TV drama.
I don't like graphics like this. I have a real problem with this graphic. Yes, Angel Reese did start. What people aren't realizing is Team USA, they were subbing in full lineups. They were subbing in 5 people every time they had a substitution because they're trying out shit. These are the qualifying games. They were playing against Senegal, who's ranked 25th. I imagine Kara just wants to see what she has at this moment. See what works and what doesn't. Also, they play 2 different positions. So like, why are we trying to start shit, bro? Just enjoy basketball. And look, I almost forgot about this. Senegal's coach, he got ejected. Nigga was mad as shit. Look, he said, shush. Yeah, he's livid.
Then something inconvenient happened for that narrative. They ended up on the same team. Suddenly, what looked like a bitter basketball Cold War began to feel less like a feud and more like 2 elite competitors who care far more about winning than fueling internet drama.
Hell, she even went back. She went back to shake Angel Reese's hand for making a free throw. That there was profound in itself. That she went back to show love to Angel Reese. Now, shout out to FIBA Women's Basketball Cup, because FIBA has not let us down with honoring and respecting the greatness of Caitlin Clark.
The moment that threw the internet into mild emotional chaos came during a seemingly ordinary sequence. Yet somehow it became the most unintentionally hilarious chemistry test imaginable. Caitlin Clark did what she does best, moving the ball with the calm precision of someone who believes every possession can become a highlight if the math checks out. She spotted Angel Reese inside and threw the pass like a quarterback confident the receiver would bulldoze through traffic. Angel Reese caught it, attacked the rim, and immediately learned that international defenders also enjoy blocking shots. Then the magic happened. Clark and Reese reacted at the exact same instant. Not a similar reaction, not polite confusion, but perfect, synchronized timing. Both turned to the referee with the same expression, silently screaming, "Respectfully, this call does not pass the basic smell test of reality."
Reese did start for Team USA, but part of that reason is, they're not a very big team. Aaliyah Boston out with injury, but you understand the hierarchy, the pecking order, however you want to put it. But as soon as Clark checked in, she got down to business. And you can see the pace pick up immediately too. Her command of the team. And on her first 3 touches, she got 3 assists. So she comes in the game, and as soon as she checks in, she gets 3.
The two players the internet had spent months framing as sworn rivals suddenly looked like longtime teammates, united by a single mission, convincing the referee that the laws of basketball had temporarily gone missing. And it wasn't subtle. Their body language matched perfectly. Their timing was identical. Even the rhythm of their complaints seemed coordinated, like two musicians accidentally discovering they were playing the same song. Anyone watching could see it instantly. The supposed rivalry narrative was wobbling. Rivals don't instinctively defend each other to referees. Teammates do. The funniest part? Caitlin Clark appeared to be advocating for Angel Reese as if she had been doing it her entire career. That clip alone could have sparked 1,000 reaction posts online, but the basketball gods apparently weren't finished. Later in the game came a high five that carried the emotional weight of a diplomatic summit. It wasn't dramatic or choreographed, just a natural reaction between teammates locked into the rhythm of competition. Yet the internet treated it like a historical document because it captured something fans had been told might never exist.
This is the clip that will solve world peace. Paige Beckers and Angel Reese helping Caitlin Clark up. And by the way, Paige Beckers pulled a Caitlin Clark. I think she bulked up too quickly. Paige Beckers pulled a Caitlin Clark. Like, that's not what you... I don't know if it's what you want to see. We saw it fail miserably for Caitlin. I know it worked for Kelsey Plum, but it was over a number of years, and Kelsey Plum's bigger than both of them. Paige Beckers pulled a Caitlin, and Caitlin slimmed down and now looks like herself again.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese celebrating together. If you listen closely, you could almost hear thousands of hot takes quietly deleting themselves. But the moment that truly sent the internet into philosophical reflection came when Clark ended up on the floor after a routine play. Normally, this is just another basketball moment, but somehow, with the right combination of players, it became cultural gold. As Clark began to get up, two teammates moved in to help her, Angel Reese and Paige Beckers. The scene looked like a superhero crossover the fans weren't entirely ready to process. 3 of the sport's most talked about players suddenly shared a moment that felt completely natural, as if they had been teammates for years. Gone were endless online debates. Gone was tension. In its place, teamwork. Instead of rivalry, there was coordination. Instead of awkward distance, there was effortless interaction. The kind that only comes from athletes who understand that winning requires cooperation. Of course, the internet can't let a moment exist quietly, so the conversation quickly shifted to another favorite topic. Player development, specifically Paige Beckers.